Oh. Man?
Where? No, I got dogs.
Y'all know what time it is.
The one and only Mr. Mark Debonis, everybody. Mark, how are you?
I'm good, man. How's it going?
It's going great. How did you get in to stand-up comedy?
It was weird. I went to school for television writing, and I went to Humber College, and then they made me do stand-up part of the course, and I didn't want to. And then pretty much if I didn't do stand-up, I would have failed. Mm-hmm. So I did stand-up, and then my teacher asked me to do it one more time as a personal favor.
As a personal favor?
Yeah, he was like, just do it one more time because I didn't want to.
Okay.
And then the second time I did it, that was when I got hooked.
Now, what was it about the second time that made you go, you know what, this is for me?
I had no idea. I couldn't even tell you to this day. I don't even know why I still do it.
You're a guy who's not only done stand-up, but you come up with a lot of interesting inventions.
Yeah, I got a couple.
Can you tell me one or two that you're working on right now that you got conjuring up there in your head?
Well, one of the bigger ones that socially on social media that blew up was it was like a public restroom shoe where it's designed to go into the bathroom with, right? So at the bottom of the shoe, it has a slit so you can like lift open the toilet seat with it. Okay. It has hand sanitizer shoelaces, so when you tie your shoelaces, it cleans your hands. Air freshener button where you press it and it's just a little squirt.
Like the old pump up your thing, but little air freshener.
Yeah, and then like a stash pocket in the tongue for extra laces, extra tissues, toilet paper just in case.
And also weed. Could you put weed in the stash pocket?
It's a stash pocket, so you can really put anything. Years ago, I used to do a joke, and I have video proof of it, of a Bluetooth glove. And
yes, I remember this one. Yes.
Yeah, and then I get probably an email every like 3 months now because some guy in Italy patented the Bluetooth glove, and he's actually selling them now.
Do you think that this gentleman? Do you know his name?
I don't know his name, no.
You should look that up for sure, because you could be owed some money here. If you have video proof of you doing this prior to this guy in Italy coming out with it, you could be owed a lot of money.
I know, but there's no way to prove that he saw the video. That's the only problem. I've thought about approaching him to be a spokesperson for it, but I have no idea how to even find out who patented it. I just found out that the one I did look into it a while ago, it did come from Italy, and one of the tags in my video was Italian comic, right? So I just don't know. Like I could probably
there.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's not proof, I don't know what is right there. Let's say you were the spokesman for this glove. What would your campaign be? What would the ad be like?
It would be pretty much, I guess, like you know how people used to be like, "Hey, call me." Yeah. But like for real. Oh, squirrel just
What the hell was that?
A squirrel fell out of a tree.
Really?
Yeah.
It's too bad we only had one. It's too bad we're only a one-camera operation here. We could have got a million hits on YouTube with that.
That would have been a lot more interesting than the Bluetooth glove, for sure.
One thing I've always really liked about you is you're very different from your standard comedian. You think outside the box. You're not a traditional comedian. Would you say that's accurate?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. And one of my favorite things that I've never seen you do, but I just heard about it recently, is that during a performance you will pull out a pamphlet that details to the audience all of the reasons that they may not have enjoyed you that evening.
Yeah. It pretty much came from just dying on the road so much and being really hard-headed and not wanting to change my act and then give the audience what I feel like they wanted, and I wanted to keep doing my own act. So I came up with this pamphlet where it really flips the vibe in the room because it just lets people know that I know.
Right.
I'm not going home being like, oh, I killed.
You're very aware that you did not do well that evening. Yeah. They are not the only ones who are going, this guy is bombing.
Yeah, no, we're all on the same page.
We actually have a copy here of the pamphlet.
If you read inside here, it says, here's why you may not have liked me. And it's the first point is my look.
Your look.
I tend to remind some people of somebody that they didn't like growing up. This is not my fault, but I get it. My voice. Okay. How I happen to have the same voice that people used to describe assholes in stories.
What do you got coming up? What's going on? What's next for Mark Debonis? Where can people out there go and see you do your thing and become a fan of Mark Debonis?
I'll be out west in November.
Okay, where are you going out west?
Saskatchewan, Grand Prairie, Fort McMurray, Calgary, Edmonton.
You seem pumped about it.
Oh, I'm pumped.
Have you ever been to Grand Prairie?
I have actually.
They love you in Grand Prairie?
It went a lot better than I thought it would.
Right.
Yeah, I had a saving grace. I didn't know what I was gonna do, and then I walked in, and there was what are those two-seated bikes called?
A two-seater? A two-seater?
I don't know why I said Florence.
Florentine?
Yeah.
I think that's a type of eggs.
What is it called? It's a two-seated bike. It has a name. A dual bike?
A dual? Two-seater. Dual rider?
No, it has like a real name.
Double-decker. That's a bus.
Yeah. I don't know.
No idea.
I couldn't tell you.
Where was this, in Grand Prairie? You found one of these?
Well, yeah, I walk into the room, and right on the back of the stage was one of these. I thought the word was gonna come out right there.
Yeah.
Dual bikes, and I was just like, that was the saving grace. I'm like, I'm now fine.
Yeah.
Just to imagine. I pretty much spent my whole set talking about how people can't drive a two-seated bike in Grand Prairie, and like, the whole audience turned and wanted me to ride the bike on stage.
Did you?
No. That's why I have the pamphlet, because I'm not going to do stupid stuff like that. A tandem bike, that's what it's called.
Tandem. There you go.
The manager came up to me and she's like, thank God you didn't ride the bike. Like, the whole thing would have fallen apart. And I'm like, these people are insane. So, they want me to come back.
Yeah. Then you're going back there in November. Now, this is the big question. When you go back, this time, will you ride the bike if it's secure?
No.
Still will not ride the bike.
Never ride the bike.
Never ride a tandem bike.
Never give them what they want.
Mark, I want to thank you. Guys, if you ever get a chance, see this man live. Follow him on Twitter. What's your Twitter handle?
The Mark Debonis.
At the Mark Debonis. Do you have a website?
Just markdebonis.com.
Just markdebonis.com?
No, it's markdebonis.com.
markdebonis.com. Follow him on Twitter. Head to his website. See him live. Mark, this is a real pleasure. I'm glad you could be the first one on this brand new Canadian comedy segment. I haven't named it yet, but
Well, I hope it works out, man.
we'll call it the Tandem. Head out there to a local comedy club, a bar, a college, a university. Go see some live stand-up comedy and see guys just like this. You will not regret it.